New Hampshire or Vermont? Which is the better state for off-grid living? What should we be thinking about when we select a state to live off the grid? Hey, which state, New Hampshire or Vermont, do you think is the better choice? Live happy, fun-loving, and carefree. Let's start with the land price. We want to find the perfect piece of land. Say goodbye to the landlord in the city and move to our little piece of heaven. In our quest to live happy, fun-loving, and carefree, it's easy to focus on land that we can afford, to zero in on the price. Please think of it as an investment in your future. So land price. You know, that's usually the first thing when you say, hey, let's start looking for a place to live. Well, how much is this piece of land going to cost us? And, you know, you do have to live within your budget, of course, but there's so many things to think about. So let's compare New Hampshire and Vermont and to see which of all of the various factors help us decide which place is the better state to be living in. In my research, I noticed that New Hampshire is quite a bit more expensive in land prices than Vermont. Obviously, we're not going to buy a typical home if we're thinking about homesteading, living off the grid, living in the country, whatever it is, but that gives us, you know, a starting point. I did some research looking, I jumped online and did, 5-acre pieces of land, 10-acre pieces of land in rural areas looking around the state. And New Hampshire is still a little bit more expensive than Vermont. So when it comes to price of land, Vermont wins over New Hampshire. So that is just something to think about. Now, the thing that you want to really think about is New Hampshire. The reason I picked New Hampshire and Vermont is they're right next door to each other. They're bordered by Canada on the north, and they both border Massachusetts on the south. They're just about the same size, same population. They're really similar that way. So I thought that would be a great comparison, whether, New Hampshire or Vermont was the better place to live. So strictly looking at the value price of land, Vermont does come out ahead over New Hampshire. So that's one place to start. Now again, you want to think about the land price as an investment because you're going to be there hopefully forever, for a long time. So what else do we want to think about? Well, here's something crazy that might not even come up to think about, but this is just to show you how important it is for you to do your research. Suppose you like adult beverages, alcohol drinks. Vermont has some really weird, crazy alcohol laws. In bars, when you go out, if you like to go out on the weekend on Saturday night and have a little fun doodadding around, is you can't buy 2 drinks at a time at a bar in Vermont. You can only buy 1 drink. So if you're there with your partner, your friend, your date, you can't go up to the bar and get 2 drinks. You each have to get your own. I mean, that's a crazy law. And this one is really crazy. You can't dance with a drink in Vermont. So, if you're out there and you want to do a little bitty hoop-de-doop-de-doo dancing around, hey, don't be thinking about doing that in Vermont because you'll go to jail. All right, that might be a little extreme, but the point there is Vermont has really weird drinking laws. New Hampshire doesn't have any of those. Both states are government-operated liquor stores. You can buy beer and wine in most grocery stores and things, but hard alcohol, bourbon, whiskey, vodka, that type of thing is all in state liquor stores. So again, that's just something that's kind of silly to think about, but it might be important to you and something that would never come up until you go out to the bar to have a drink and then find out there's some goofy regulation. So that's just something kind of fun to think about. So New Hampshire definitely wins on the adult beverage alcohol front. So for off-grid living, something that we think about and again, this is why I picked New Hampshire and Vermont right next to each other, is the weather you would think is pretty much the same size state, right next door to each other, Canada to the north, Massachusetts to the south, but I was really surprised. New Hampshire is significantly colder than Vermont, has more snow, and it really surprised me that the winters are reasonably harsher in New Hampshire. And if you're going to have solar, New Hampshire has far more, about 30 more days a month, 30 more days, which is about a month of sunny days. So, for solar power, New Hampshire, you would have far more sunny days than you would in Vermont. Now, this is kind of when I talked about the land price and think of it as an investment. This solar issue is something that you can easily overcome. Is if you want to live in Vermont and you want to have solar power, knowing that there's more cloudy days there, you just have to put a few more panels into your array and maybe a few more batteries in your battery bank. So it's a problem that is solvable if that really is an issue for you. So I would have to say, it's a toss-up with weather in that. If you want the milder climate, Vermont is the better choice. If you need the sunny days, then New Hampshire is going to be the better choice in that regard. Regulations. Oh, here, let's talk about taxes first, because this is really important. And this is a huge difference between the two states. Is New Hampshire has no income tax. New Hampshire has no sales tax. New Hampshire does have one of the highest property taxes in the country. Now, with property tax, you got to be a little careful because the tax rate is only one component. You have to think about the valuation of your property. So if the tax rate is sky high, like New Hampshire is, then, if the value of your property is really low, then you're going to come out okay with property tax. And in Vermont has a really progressive income tax. They're really high on their income tax. And they have a low sales tax compared to many states, but it runs around 7%. And then communities, your local areas can have, a little tack down there. So New Hampshire, no income tax. Vermont, very progressive, steep income tax. New Hampshire, no sales tax. Vermont, below average, but they do have a sales tax. Vermont's property tax still is in the worst 10 in the country, but it is quite a bit lower than New Hampshire's property tax. So again, you have to really look at the value of your property and then how that's going to impact you. So in my mind, when you look at the overall tax picture, New Hampshire wins by a mile over Vermont. Now, if you don't have any income or that, if you're really living off the grid and making just $1,000 a month or even less, just enough to pay your bills and things, then it's less of an issue. If you're a high income earner, if both of you are working, you're a couple, and you're working, each of you are making $40,000 a year, maybe 50, a kind of an average income. Now you're up near $100,000 for two incomes. You're going to get hammered in Vermont compared to New Hampshire, because you're going to be taxed when you earn the money and an income tax, and you're going to be taxed when you spend it too with the sales tax, state sales tax. So again, that's something to think about. In my opinion, New Hampshire is infinitely better from the tax standpoint. Regulations. New Hampshire has, oddly, pretty stiff property type regulations. And again, it would be most noticeable in the southern part of the state where it's highly populated, but you may have to jump through some hoops in regulations to build the kind of homestead property that you want. And Vermont is much more relaxed and friendly. So in the regulation standpoint, I would give it to Vermont is better than New Hampshire. Your freedoms, what we might call your personal freedoms, and for example, your Second Amendment rights. Interestingly, Vermont was, we could probably consider that the first freedom state because they've never required any kind of permits or license or anything to carry a firearm in that state. You've always, if you were a legal age and not a felon, legally could own, carry a firearm, you were free to carry open and concealed in Vermont. New Hampshire is very friendly, and they did have a permit process, and it was pretty easy. You went to your sheriff, $20 or something like that was the permit, and you could get a pistol revolver concealed carry. You can't carry your AK-47 or your AR-15 concealed in New Hampshire, but you can carry a pistol or a revolver. But a couple of years ago, they actually dropped that requirement. So New Hampshire now is a constitutional carry state. So they're pretty compatible, pretty equal. So I would give Second Amendment, I would say New Hampshire and Vermont are pretty well equal. It's kind of a wash. So what about something like homeschooling? All of our children are adults now and grown up, and they're having kids of their own. But homeschooling might be something that's important to you. And New Hampshire is moderate on the scale. They're kind of middle of the road. They have rules that you have to follow, but they're pretty typical, pretty doable. Most of the country is kind of in that same place. Vermont is one of the strictest states for homeschooling. They have really high standards, and it's really difficult. Now, of course, you can do it. I'm sure there are lots of people in Vermont that homeschool, but when you're picking your state to live in, that's something to think about. So, in my opinion, when you weigh everything, for most people, I think that New Hampshire is by far the better pick. I would happily live in either state, Vermont or New Hampshire. And I'm sure if we did our research, we can upstate Vermont somewhere on the eastern side of the state toward New Hampshire, stay away from the Burlington area, stay away from the Massachusetts invasion in the southern part of the state, which is even worse for New Hampshire because New Hampshire is closer to the Boston area in the big cities. So the number of Massachusetts people that have migrated across the border is substantial. And so stay to the north, stay away from the cities. I would happily live in Vermont or New Hampshire, but I think New Hampshire overall, when you look at the big picture of prices of land, weather, regulations, even though New Hampshire has its issues, in the big picture, it is far, far better, because of the tax environment there and those kinds of things, and the sunny days. I would probably pick that state to off-grid homestead in for my happy, fun-loving, living carefree lifestyle. So make sure to subscribe and watch another video because we're going to compare more states. So let me know what state you're in if you want me to compare it. So this was New Hampshire and Vermont, and next time we'll do 2 more states, and I'll try to pick something that is interesting to you.